How's it going, vaqueros, and welcome back to the Shotgun Haven. If you're like me, after every update this game goes through, I'm constantly checking the guns to see if there's some new attachments for the shotguns or anything like some new ammo types that gets introduced. If you remember in Modern Warfare 2019, Dragon's Breath would sometimes just kind of get stealth put in there, like on the R90. That was always super exciting to wake up to, but I always check. And this update that we got last, the Season 1 Reloaded update, there was a few interesting things, particularly in the shotgun muzzle category. So if you were lucky enough to see it, you noticed there were two muzzle attachments that were basically unfinished textures. They were like gray. You could see the model of it. You could even equip it in private games, but the description was all wrong. The title of it was wrong. It was like compensators, something, something. So it was obviously not meant to be there, and they're gone now. You can't actually go in and find them. Luckily for us, though, we have some pictures we can reference because I was tagged on a post about it in Twitter by one of my buddies, and he was talking about whether or not this was maybe hinting towards a new shotgun, and I honestly didn't even think about it, but now that I am thinking about it, I think it actually might be. So the big question here is, what is the shotgun that might be coming? What is this mystery shotgun? Well, based off the attachments we saw, we can actually see that we might be getting what is known as the Vepr 12 semi-automatic shotgun. This is a Russian shotgun that basically kind of rivals the Saiga 12, the S12, or the Origin 12, whatever you want to call it, right? It's basically like the Russian counterpart for that, if you want to think about it, which is a semi-auto, and it's a mag-fed shotgun. And I believe it actually comes from the AK platform. I think it uses the same receiver that the RPK uses. So if you don't have the RPK level or any of the AK platform guns, you might want to go do that before Season 2 because we might be getting this gun during that time, or maybe Season 2 Reloaded. But the Vepr 12 is likely what we will be getting, and you can actually see the images of the real gun. The attachments that were in-game look identical. I mean, just spot on. There is absolutely no way this can't be it. It has to be. These things look exactly the same. So in my educated guess, it's got to be the Vepr 12. And a lot of other people on Twitter seem to think so as well. So that's pretty cool. It's basically going to be an Origin 12 of the game, which we don't have. We basically have, what, the Expedite 12, which is still pretty slow firing compared to most other semi-autos, but it does have good range. I will give it that. It's a fun, great gun. But I think it's time we mix things up a little bit and introduce something a little more, dare I say, devilish, or something that, you know, typically gets people's feathers riled up because it's a quote-unquote noob gun like a spammy shotgun. So yeah, that's coming very soon, guys. And of course, one of the notable things you'll probably be able to do on this, because you can do that with the real gun, is that you can put a 25 round drum mag on it, just like you could with the Origin 12. It's going to have a big drum mag, and it's going to be hilarious to use. You're probably going to be really slow, but it will most likely have that, and you'll just be firing away with no care in the world, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fun, and you're probably going to get some rage along the way, because that's just what these shotguns do. These semi-auto and full-auto shotguns, they tend to bring out the rage in people. As for my hopes for this gun, I really hope it's well balanced. These semi-auto shotguns are a little bit easier to balance, in my opinion, than some of the pump actions and stuff, but with the rate of fire, it's probably going to be a little bit weaker. I think it should still have a one-shot kill potential. Like the Origin 12 actually was able to one-shot in Modern Warfare 2019 out to about like that 3 or 4 meter mark with some attachments. I think that's totally acceptable. As long as it shoots that fast and not super crazy, like a lot faster, I think that's okay. But if you've seen videos of this gun, it can shoot ridiculously fast, so we'll just have to see how they balance it out. There will likely be some attachments to increase the fire rate, so get excited, guys, because that's pretty cool. But also in Warzone 2, I'm afraid that this is probably going to end up being sort of the meta, because that's typically how it goes. Most of the time in Warzone 1, it was always sort of the spammy shotgun. The Origin was the menace, and it was a Jack 12. The R90 was sort of a two-shot, but it had a really quick follow-up. Just those semi-auto shotguns tend to be the way to go generally, so I have a feeling when this is introduced, it will likely be the Warzone 2 shotgun meta. It's just a hunch. And of course, I'm super excited to see how slugs work on it, because I love slugs. I hope it's a one-shot kill out to a certain distance. I can't wait to see Dragon's Breath explosive slugs, and who knows, maybe they'll introduce new ammo types. But that's just about gonna do it for this video, guys. It's a little bit shorter. I was really excited when I saw this, and I thought, you know what, I know a lot of people don't actually check out my Twitter, so I thought I would make a video on it and share the love, because I want you guys to get excited about it just like I am, because I'm a big geek about these sort of things. So with that out of the way, guys, let me know down below in the comments, are you excited for this shotgun? Do you think it's going to be the Vepr 12? Do you think it might be something else? And with all that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.
Ready for tasking.